Hello and welcome to my video. A couple months ago I actually built a computer, and today, which is a rather late video I must admit, is me pushing the computer as far as I possibly can and comparing different resolution results and overclocking results as well. We'll be running 3 games. We've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Call of Duty World War II and Warhammer Vermintide 2. All of which are quite demanding titles, but you'll see that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is very, very demanding. We've got a i7-6700K with its core clock at 4GHz and a 1080 Ti at 1873 for its base clock. The temperatures have been running for a while now and kind of averaged around the 50 mark for both. The resolutions will be 1080p, 1440 and 2160. All of which will be running maximum settings, or as far as I can push the games anyway. I do have depth of field turned off because I like to actually see a clear image that I'm looking at. I don't really get depth of field. Anyway, enjoy. Okay, we're going to overclock now. We've got 182 on the core clock for the GPU and 301 on the memory clock. The processor has also been ramped up to 4.6, which is the maximum I can actually get. The 4K overclock did not actually do much at all. I think it's just the way Assassin's Creed has been optimised, clearly not very well. Now we've got Vermintide 2. Right, now we've got Call of Duty World War II. This game is nowhere near as demanding as the other titles, however it's still interesting to see the results. Right, and that just about does it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is of course the much more demanding title. I can lower some settings like the ambient occlusion, the clouds as well, just to try and achieve that 60 FPS whilst running at 4K. Fiddling with those settings doesn't actually impair the visual image that much, so it's definitely worth the tinkering. However, 4K is still an incredibly demanding setting to run games on. But next up we've got Cinebench and we will test the processor. Right, 881 isn't exactly anything amazing, but it's the best the core clock can achieve. As you can see, I have done some overclocks before, but we'll see if we can beat my previous scores. A 4.6 is the maximum I can push the 6700K to, which is annoying because because sometimes you can get lucky with one, but nonetheless, let's run the test and see what we get. $1,001. Okay, it's hit the thousands. I'm happy with that. It's not quite 1017 like I have achieved previously, but that was a one-off anyway. I'll now be running Time Spy. Okay, right, so the 1080p isn't particularly amazing, but the 4K and the overclock is quite a nice score. Would have been nice to get about 10,000 for the overclock, but if that's the best it can get, I can't argue with that. Right, now using Vegas Pro 14, I'll be rendering a 10-second 4K video file in the maximum quality I can render it in, and we'll compare the times for the base and the overclock. Of course, I'm expecting the overclock to be much better. Right, it's pretty much there. So times aren't amazingly different, it's about 30 seconds better. If I was to try and render a 10-minute rather than 10-second video, then the overclock will shed off a huge amount of time, which is actually what I do to render my videos. So that is incredibly handy. The next thing I wanted to show you guys was something called Resolution Modifier. Not all games actually have this implemented, but fortunately Assassin's Creed does. And on the left we've just got the 4K 100 res multiplier, on the right we've got 200 res multiplier. Unfortunately it puts over double the amount of stress actually on my GPU, which does result in it being unplayable. I do play on a larger screen, so I do notice a difference. I don't know how clear the difference is going to be on like a mobile phone or anything. However, it's such a clear, crisp image, it's such a shame I cannot play at the 200 res multiplier. Right, and that just about wraps everything up. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. I enjoy benchmarking it, I enjoy the whole video editing side of things. It does take a little bit of time and it gets a little bit messy, especially when the program crashes on the odd occasion. However, it's all fun to do and I really do hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a link to your first PC build video down in my comments. I'd love to check it out, and if you've got like very similar components to mine or the same, pretty much the same system, it'd be interesting to compare the benchmark results and see if there's anything that I could do to improve mine and to just see, you know, whose computer's better. Anyway, thank you very much guys, and I will catch you soon.